today because I want to meet other teacher leaders.
I came today because I'm excited about all the great things that teachers are doing across the state, and I'm excited to celebrate that.
I'm excited to learn about Twitter and how I can integrate it into my classroom and use it with education, because all my students are in love with it.
I'm here at ECET2 because I think that it's important for teachers to be their own voice. I think that teachers have a relevant and an authoritative voice that needs to be heard in terms of in regards to education policy.
Got it in your head? Yeah. You ready? Look at your neighbor and say, let's do this, let's do this. Do this, here we go. 1, 2, ready, sing. I got a feeling that I'm making a difference in kids' lives. That I'm making a difference in kids' lives. That I'm making a difference in kids' lives. Give someone a high five. Great job. Have a great day. Thank you.
My favorite part of the day so far has been colleague circles. I always think it's really great to talk to people from other districts and get ideas that you haven't thought about. And I also was sitting next to someone who I teach with and see every day, but we don't always focus our conversation. So it was good to sort of actually align my thinking with someone who's one of my favorite people all the time. So I really liked the colleague circles.
So my favorite part of the day was hearing Amy Abrams speak to us about her personal experience, and she gave a shout out to one of my teammates, so it was just really uplifting to know that there's good things going on in my school district.
My favorite part of the day so far is the colleague circle. I like working with other teachers in the industry and learning from them.
So here's the thing, is that teachers often have these wish lists of things that they want. But what's crazy is oftentimes the things that we want are actually things that we can do if we were organized and did them. Y'all, I love this. Our voices matter. Because teaching is the one profession that has the power to fundamentally transform lives. We have the capacity to reshape and remake lives every day, but we don't see that because we're worried about department meeting. We're worried about how am I going to get this grading done. We're missing the forest for the trees. There's no career field in all the world as powerful as us. Now, I'm standing here in front of this room of amazing educators. I want you to just think about this for a second. I've heard about 5 people ask at their tables, how did you get invited to this? How did you get invited to this? How did you get here? How did you get here? Why are you here? Why are we here? Are we here so we can go back tomorrow and do the same thing? Are we here so we can go back tomorrow and go back to the same routines and the same habits and shut our doors and kick maximum behind in the classroom, but only operate in our classrooms? The voices of K-12 in Washington State that need to be heard in Olympia, that need to be heard in school board meetings, that need to be heard by members of Congress, that need to be heard by our neighbors, are in this room.
Some of the highlights of today have been meeting people who I've been talking to on Twitter and email for the last 9 months and actually meeting them in person. My favorite part of ECET2 is always the Cultivating a Calling keynote speeches. I literally get goosebumps when I hear about these teachers and their stories and their journeys. That's one of my favorite parts, and just hearing the conversations that people are having, kind of eavesdropping in on colleague circles and hearing all the diverse ideas and experiences.
The best part of the day, well, the day was fantastic, all of it, but I think the best part of the day and what my takeaway is was when Dr. Irvin Scott talked about having kids having expectations be tiptoe level instead of allowing them to be down here on the ground, and that is something that I will absolutely use in all my professional development is they gotta reach tiptoe level, reach for the stars.
The best part of my day was a breakout session that we had first in mind was creating student-centered classrooms, and it was the best part because there were lots of strategies that I had not known about or used before, but every single one is applicable to my classroom.
The best part of the day was making connections with other teachers and being able to share and collaborate on what's working well in their class and ways and techniques that I could apply that to my classroom, and just being able to meet others.
The best part of the day is sitting and talking to people who are as passionate about education as I am, and knowing that there are really wonderful educators out there doing the best work that they can for our kids.
Okay, 3 words to describe ECET2: connect, inspire, and extend.
Because of today, I'm going to be focused a lot more on developing my voice outside of the teaching community to help drive policy in education.
Because of this work today, I will go back and find ways to make my classroom more student-centered more often, and I will continue to network with the teachers in our area and just learn from my professional work.
So the best part of today was being able to work with some amazing Washington Puget Sound teacher leaders and be on the journey with them as they begin to refine their practice and think about what it really means to be engaged in a professional learning network.